Okay, so I'm gonna give you a scenario. It's from my mom's work. She works at a nursing home. She's a nurse, and I just want your input at the end. I want you to just tell me if you agree or disagree with what happened. So at the nursing home, there's this 80-year-old woman, and she has made it clear to all the workers in the nursing home, the nurses' aides, the physicians, and whoever else, that she would rather be left alone to die. If there was something that happened where she got really sick or something, she wouldn't want like a feeding tube or a ventilator to breathe, or she doesn't want any of those machines anymore. She's tired of fighting, she said. So she got really sick about 2 months ago, and everybody in the facility knew what to do, but then her family came in and they interjected and they said, oh no, we're not going to just let our family member die. And so they put a feeding tube in her stomach, and they said that if she needed CPR for going into cardiac arrest, they could give it to her. And the woman now she's still alive and she's living in the nursing home, but at this point she can't talk, she can't eat for herself, she gets fed through a feeding tube. She can't talk, she can't communicate, and she lays in bed all day, and she has bowel movements and urinates in the bed, I guess, and they come and clean it a couple of times a day, and that's the extent of her life now. So my question to you is, do you think that it was right of the family to come in and reverse the woman's living will and say, oh no, we're not going to let this family member die?
Based on that circumstance, I do think that it was wrong for the parents, well, not for the parents, for the family to reverse her living will. Mm-hmm. Only because her extent of living now. Mm-hmm. She's probably she can't talk, she can't communicate, she can't clean herself or feed herself. Yeah. And she must be miserable if that's how, if she said she wanted to end her life before, knowing how that would happen, it's just, I don't think that.
Yeah, no. And she actually was, before she got into this stage, she was actually a very active person, and she loved to go out with her friends. You know, the grandmas go out to the casino, and she loved to do all those things and go out to the club and play her cards. So her quality of life was not she wasn't at the quality of life that she would have preferred to be. So do you think that if you were in that situation and it was your mom or dad that was there, would you be willing to let them go, or do you think that you would do the same thing that the family did and reverse the will?
I think this is, I can see both sides, but in that situation, I think that you have to accept what your loved one feels. Yeah. And if they want to end their life because they know that they would be miserable after, as hard as it may seeing your mom or dad say that, you just have to accept it. Like, they have a right to live their life how they want to. And just because I love them, I shouldn't feel like what I say, how they should live their life, becomes above what they say.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.